The internet is a strange place. Most of what we see online is normal social media and surface level of the web, but every now and then people stumble across websites that feel like they shouldn't exist at all. Sites with no clear purpose, pages filled with disturbing images, cryptic messages, or content that leaves you wondering who made it and why. Some of these websites are harmless mysteries, others are deeply unsettling. Tonight, we are going to explore some of the darkest and strangest websites people have ever discovered online, from eerie experiences to pages that seem to watch you back. So turn down the lights and let's dive into the darker side of the internet. The first website I found is called Pointer. The concept of the site is actually pretty simple. When you open it, the page tells you to hold your mouse still, and within a second, a random photo appears of a person pointing directly at your cursor. No matter where you move your mouse on the screen, the website somehow finds a photo of someone pointing exactly at the location. At first, it just feels like a strange internet joke, almost like one of those weird novelty sites from the early days of the internet. But when you start thinking about it a little more, things get slightly unsettling. For example, who are these people in the photos? Where are the pictures taken? And how many photos did someone have to collect in order to make this work perfectly every single time? The site contains thousands of different images, all carefully aligned so that the person in the picture is pointing towards a specific part of the screen. Every time you move your cursor, the site instantly switches to a different image that matches the position. And while most of the pictures just show random people pointing at the camera, it can still create a strange feeling, almost like the internet is watching where you move your mouse. Some visitors even shared creepy stories online about the site. A few claimed they thought they recognized someone in the background of the photos. Others say certain images look slightly distorted or edited in strange ways. Of course, there are also more unsettling what-if scenarios people talk about. Imagine you're scrolling through the images, watching random strangers point at the cursor, and suddenly, one of the photos feels a little too real, a little too personal. What if one day you moved your mouse and the person pointing at the screen was you? Just the thought of that enough to make anyone feel uncomfortable. But in reality, the explanation behind the website is much less mysterious. Pointer was created as a fun programming project, using the massive collection of photos where people are pointing at the screen with different angles. The website simply divides the screen into thousands of small zones and loads a specific image depending on where your cursor is located. Is it really just a clever illusion? But even knowing how it works still leaves something oddly unsettling about seeing hundreds of strangers appear one after another, all pointing directly at you. In this next one, we have a website under the name 973EHT, NAMUH973.com. When you read the part of the name backwards, EHTNAMUH, it actually spells the human, which already gives the site a strange and slightly unsettling theme before you even open it. 973 is a long-running, historic website that many people describe as an internet mystery or puzzle site. The website's first appearance in the early 2000s, around 2003, and since it has turned into a massive rabbit hole of strange pages, symbols, and cryptic writing. When you first visit the site, it immediately feels different from a normal website. The design is chaotic with interlinked pages that lead deeper and deeper into the site, almost like a maze. Some pages contain strange philosophical statements, references to religion and numerology, and unsettling images that seem completely out of place. As you continue exploring, things only get stranger. you'll start to find disturbing photos and cryptic texts that don't seem to follow any clear story. And the more you scroll through the site, the more new pages appear, each one filled with messages that are difficult to interpret. Some of the artwork on the website has been linked to an artist named David Dennison, although the exact connection between him and the site has never been fully confirmed. Because of the strange symbolism and religious references, some internet users have even speculated that the site might be connected to a cult or secret group. But after years of investigation, there's never been any real evidence supporting those theories. The most likely explanation is that 973 is simply an experimental art project or philosophical web project created by someone who wanted to build a confusing symbolic online experience. In other words, the site is likely designed to make visitors feel lost, curious, and slightly unsettled, which explains why people keep coming back to explore it even decades later. And even today, more than 20 years after it first appeared online, people are still trying to figure out exactly what it all means. But what do you think? Is it just all a social online experience, or is there something a little bit darker? Moving on to our third website, we have a link named Cicada3301. Cicada3301 is an enigmatic online organization best known for posting complex, cryptographic puzzles that appeared on the internet between 2012 and 2014. These puzzles, shared mainly through image boards and anonymous websites, were designed to recruit individuals skilled in multiple high-tech fields and computer security. The first Cicada 3301 puzzle appeared on a 4chan's board in January of 2012 with an image message inviting highly intelligent individuals. The message concealed hidden layers of encrypted text, URLs, and codes. Solvers were directed through a global trail of QR codes and physical posters found in cities including Warsaw, Paris, and Seoul, suggesting an organized international effort. Cicada 3301 puzzles blended multiple methods: prime number theory, digital image strategies, encryption, algorithms, and literature references. Solvers were required to analyze music, historical texts, and encoded images. Some stages required to use a Tor and public key to access hidden services. The mysteries have inspired numerous theories. Some believe Cicada 3301 was a recruitment tool for intelligence agencies, such as a national security agency or private cybersecurity firms. Others view it as an elaborate alternate reality game, ARG, or an independent hacker collective exploring privacy and freedom of information. Cicada 3301 has become an enduring internet legend. Its puzzles influence online cryptography, communities, and digital culture, spawning documentaries, forums, and countless analyses. Despite claims by some solvers of brief contact with organizers, no variable information about the group's members, motives, or ultimate goals have surfaced. And that's just a small glimpse into some of the most strange corners of the internet. What makes these websites so interesting isn't how weird they are. It's the mystery behind them. Who made them, and why were they created? And how many more sites are out there? The internet is massive. For every strange page we find, there are probably hundreds more waiting to be discovered. So the next time you're browsing late at night and stumble across something that feels a little off, just remember, you might have just found another of internet's darkest secrets. If you enjoyed this video and want to see more deep dives into creepy internet mysteries, make sure you like the video and subscribe. And if you know any strange and disturbing websites I should look into next, leave them in the comments. Until then, be careful what you click.